Hey guys, what's up? So I just had to share this crazy rabbit hole experience I had on Facebook recently. I don't know who this is for or why I'm making it, but just had to share it with somebody because it's making me insane. So yeah, this isn't to like make fun of or light of a person with mental health issues, but it is just fascinating to me that these people exist. And it's gonna probably have some cussing in this video, so if that's not for you, you might want to skip it. Um, but yeah, I just have to document this and like get it out there because the more I went down this rabbit hole, the crazier and crazier it got. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So it all start. Let me think where it started. It all, I guess, a couple days ago. Okay, I was watching this video of a guy who would like strapped a bunch of balloons to a lawn chair, and he had like a rope, and he cut the rope, and he had like a walkie-talkie with his girlfriend, and then at a certain altitude, he like shot balloons down with a BB gun and lowered himself back down to earth. Right. So normal enough video. You pretty much imagine like the guy from Up if he smoked meth or something. But like that, so I guess a side note is like forever now, I've loved doing this. I don't know why, but I'll go on Facebook and I realize a lot of them are bots, right? But I think these people I found are not bots. So anyways, I'll go on Facebook and I'll see like a targeted ad for like, hey, you're a July guy. Like if you're a July guy, you're, loyal to a fault and you don't take guff from anybody and all this stuff. And like, I like to look at the comments under those and then see who said like, oh, this is totally me or something. And then I just click on their profile and I just like, it's usually while I'm on the toilet, but I'm like just scrolling through, like just seeing what other stupid stuff they think or have posted. And I don't know why, it's just something I do. Anyways, I did the same thing for this balloon video, right? It was just a normal video. I went to the comments and this is where this all started. So I just wanted to be up top. Like this is how it began, okay? And so one of the top comments is, and supposed the earth is spinning at over 1,000 miles an hour. Sure. And then the next one by this Nathan guy was, I've never seen a legit video of our planet spinning. I think those satellite pictures are fake. I don't know if the planet is flat though. So I did the same thing I always do. I'm like, okay, this guy obviously has some funny views on the world. So let me click on his profile and just see what other crazy stuff he's posted, right? Like if he's not a flat earther, like what is he? So I click on there. So here you'll see I click on his profile and here's the other, things he said. So just got a new apartment and the coward that lives above me constantly stomps and makes noise. Has any other targeted individuals dealt with this kind of harassment? And then whatever I'm getting beamed with is causing me a lot of pain. Shake my head. Some days it's hard to fathom that I have to deal with this kind of evil. So again, there's like 3 comments, 2 comments here, a couple likes and stuff. So I'm like, oh my God, like, okay, targeted individuals. We'll just remember targeted individuals because that's what this is kind of all about. So we'll get more into that here in a second. But anyways, I clicked on one of those ones that had about getting beamed with, what am I getting beamed with? I clicked on that, and one of the comments there was from this Haley Graves person who says, hey, you need a shield. I get hit a lot in the head and body. I get copper fabric from Amazon. It's $20 for 7 feet by 4 feet. And I get a few of those and I put them on under my X-ray lead hat. And then under all of it, I put a inside out beanie. And he says, thanks you, I'll try that. But that just goes to show you. So there's like a whole market for this kind of mentality. Okay. Like somebody could be making bank off of these people is what I'm thinking. Like you could sell them anything and they would believe it. Anyways, on to the next post here by him. And again, I don't want to pick on this guy. He's obviously going through something. But the next one says, yesterday my power was going off constantly. I called building management and my super and let them know what was going on. I started to call 311 and investigate the situation before me. I was lied to. I was told the elevator was not working. Also, the lights in the lobby were also experiencing issues. I found that hard to believe because I can literally hear my neighbor's air conditioning unit blasting. This morning, I woke up with a level of discernment that these issues were not actual issues. They are targeting me. There's that targeting situation again. They think they're targeted, right? So what this is, targeted individuals, is it's called gang stalking. So they believe that there is like a large ominous number of people that are all out to get them, whether it's the feds, like the government, or demons. They think it's a demonic thing, or just people that are hired just to mess with them. And like, it's nothing like, it's always something like slamming car doors, or like stomping above them, or transmitting signals into their head via microwaves. It can vary from different things, but pretty much they believe that there's like an Illuminati type situation where, and they're like the main character that's getting gang stalked, right? And who am I to say they're not? Okay, maybe they are, but most likely this is just delusional, and now these people have a place to like, see, this person agrees with me, so they think that this is validation. Anyways, one more post by this guy, okay? Here's the next one. So he forwarded a post from a guy named Tucker. It says, "How disgusting does it feel when you wake in the middle of the night to hear the feds whispering about your case? Just watching you sleep, these people think they're above the law with the audacity to demean you as they invade your family, your thoughts, your prayers, your job, your home. 6 years, day for day. You think you're going to get away with this. I've gotten it all on audio. Play in the darkness, you disgusting pricks. Keep calling me son of a bitch. I swear you love lawsuits. Can't wait to prove to the people how low you motherfuckers really are." So I had to click on this guy's profile. All right, this Tucker dude, what else is he posting, right? So I click on him, and they're all like digital creators or authors, and they all have like over 2K following. Like this guy had 3.1 followers. Like what? Where do these? I don't. They have to be bot accounts. I can't see how this many followers would be into what this guy's ranting on about. So anyways, I clicked on his profile, and then it says, "Make sure this is said. For the one who talked about slapping me with my mom's ashes, pissing on my, I'm sorry, pissing on my mama's grave, and talk to my son who is autistic, being retarded. On God, you cross-dressing fuck. When I find out who you are, I'm going to try to break your fucking neck. Call Cherokee County, Coffee County, Murfreesboro, California, and Air Force. I don't give a fuck to protect your ass. Getting my $60 million lawsuit ready. $10 million a year is fair for the torment and torture you feds put me through. Insurance fraud. You sick motherfuckers got it coming." Okay, so, yeah, that's where this kind of has brought me, right? And so then I'm clicking around. I find this post, another post in the same kind of chat thread from somebody asking how they can keep out the radio waves as they sleep. And this person says that the simulation is run by AIs that do not need to sleep. Another person says music. This person, Haley Graves again, says, I get V2K 24/7 and I don't know what to do anymore. I take CBD, which helps block it out for an hour at a time. Then I have to take more. But I don't want to live like this anymore. But I don't want to do either. I know what she means. But remember V2K, okay? We'll talk about this in a little bit. But again, this is also what this is all about, is V2K, gang stalking. It's all connected, right? And so I, of course, had to click on this Haley Graves person, because I'm like, okay, what is she about? And sure enough, she's posting things like this patent for subliminal acoustic manipulation of the nervous system. And this guy who's a doctor claiming there's synthetic telepathy using cell towers, okay? So I was just so fascinated to find that these people exist, that and so sure enough, she is a part of a group called Targeted Individuals, who, I mean, it was just a gold mine of crazy rantings and just a glimpse into the psychotic mind, essentially. So this was one of the first posts I saw when I clicked on this group, and it was, "There are Egyptian American Muslim women terrorists." Okay, that was a mouthful. talking in my head, murdering me, and trying to control me by controlling my money. These psycho terrorists know everything about their victims to traffic and destroy them. I want these terrorists sentenced to death before I die so I can make sure my kids are safe from these psychopaths. These women terrorists are serial killers. They are responsible for several murders, including Mark and Jacob Eiskander. These are clearly the terrorists that need capital punishment. They keep talking in my head, and by their accents, you can tell they were raised in California. Please, please help me sentence these lunatics to death. How do the accents are Californian? Like, what? I'm confused. I'm just baffled, right? So this led me to just a whole group of people that were all nuts. And I'm going to continue to go down this rabbit hole, okay? Just stay with me, please. So here's the person I clicked on that it says Eskenazi Hospital in Indianapolis is running covert institutional medical abuse on behalf of Uncle Sam on my spouse. They have him hospitalized with lies, malicious malpractice, highly illegal procedures, and tons of medical record falsifications. His life, my life, and our pets are in danger. Like, even the pets are not safe from the hospital, apparently. So then the next post is, I felt dizzy on August 1st, the indicated time. So this guy, Sarov Gosh, like there's a frequency spike that he was posting about that this person's like, oh, I felt that or something. So I clicked on this Sarov Gosh guy. Of course, 2K following. He's a warrior of God. So they're all also somehow like related to religion. Like, I think they think these are like demonic things coming after them, and they're a warrior for God. And like, I think it just feeds into the main character kind of syndrome that they are like the last of the Mohicans that are standing up to, evil essentially. And so Warrior God resigned teachership to expose education system, author of The Hijack of Education. Okay. So this guy's a writer. Again, it just gets, crazier and crazier. So here's the next one that led me to this person posting about, these videos sum up my life from birth to present, my lifelong MK Ultra subject to targeted individual. Though I've been criminally used in many other programs as well, we were non-consensual human guinea pigs for a much larger global platform in which they have already accomplished. We are government whistleblowers of the nation's darkest program operations. So again, this person thinks he's like standing up against these, Illuminati kind of organizations. Here's another person that says, if you took the COVID shot, you are now transhuman, which connects everyone to the cloud. Now, everyone's mind and body are hackable animals. You are now a cell phone. I don't know if that's a serious post, but if somebody thinks we are now cell phones because we got a COVID shot, I don't know what to tell you. They have been trying to get my daughter to kill me for a year. Cops, hospitals, EMTs, everyone being controlled. They controlled my in-laws. They torch weed me for 2 weeks in my own home. 80-year-old mother-in-law trying to jerk my dog out of my car by his ears. I lost my land, my home. They divorced me from my disabled husband, courts, judge, everyone. Wow. Just all I have to say is just wow. So anyways, another person led me to, and please just keep staying with me throughout this because it gets crazier if you can believe it. So I clicked on this next person, Nikki. And so I don't know about you guys, but I'm sick and tired of being around people, mainly men, that absolutely, nothing with their life, make money and receive benefits off of having me around. What kind of human being, especially the ones who call himself a man, can sit around and just watch another be murdered, or can poison your food and then sit and watch you eat it, just watching? That's no man. That's not even human. That's a soulless entity. So they think that, yeah, people are like messing with them, poisoning their food, and that they are like murdering them essentially and just watching it happen. And so I couldn't help but see the group that she was posted from, or that she forwarded from. So that's when I found this group. Okay. And I'm just going to let this sink in for a second. Okay. Just take a moment. Okay. Mentally ill adults fan of My Little Pony dating and connections. And if I thought the targeted individual group was crazy, this is like, this was on another level. Okay. I'm almost tempted to join the group. I mean, look, it has 9.4K members. And so they know they're mentally ill. That was my other thing, is like, okay, if you're a part of this group, you're claiming that you are mentally ill, so you know something's going on, right? I mean, I don't know. So then I just started clicking around in the groups, and yeah, I found, some person asked how, has anybody seen any cameras in, your house? How do they hear you? How do they see what's going on? And the main consensus is that they see through your own eyes. So evil spirits can see through your eyes. Not mine. I have control over my eyes, but then, people are like, it's through, your eyes with a device. It's microwaves, laser, it's, so they think is that they, and what also I find funny is that these people have like, are posting about these paranoid delusions of like people spying on them through their own eyes, through cameras in the light bulbs, and they're posting about it on Facebook, like of all places. Like, what do you think? You think Facebook is like, I don't know. So again, not trying to make fun of these people, but man, it just keeps going. So I found another person. That's where I found this lady. Okay, I'm not going to read everything she wrote because she goes on and on and on. But essentially, I mean, you could read for yourself if you really want to pause this, but it goes on, and she knows, she knows the people that are doing this to her. Okay, she knows that Lisa Dillinger is here tonight. Naomi was before Lisa. It's she knows the shift change of the people gang stalking her, of spying on her, of messing with her, and each one is just like, well, it's midnight, and the shift change. Eva left, and Naomi is on the clock. These gamers slow kill and think they won't be held accountable. You harvest what you plant. They will. It's like rotten online gamers. It's like, what? And so I read, and of course, each of these people have like one or two likes, they, or none at all sometimes, but it just keeps, going more and more nuts. So that's when I found, let's see here. Okay, this person. Oh my gosh. So I'll try to, this one I do have to just read, I think, because it's crazy. Okay. So is nothing, Angelique Jamarillo is nothing but a straight up demon who stole everything I own, wiped out all my bank accounts, fraud in her mother, then lied to cops saying I didn't live in the house we shared because she wants to bring another pedophile into the home because she has to fuck everything in sight, and continuously sells drugs with no consequences from the law, kicks her mother into the streets, stole everything I owed while the cops stand behind a drug-induced bitch who gets caught with 11 pounds of meth and walks away free, lies to the cops and gets away with everything. Not anymore, you fucking ass demon infested bitch. You'll go down by Yahweh's hand, whore, and those children will be better without you, drug-infested bitch. No evil ever wins. Swatch demon, fuck you, bitch, FBI, bitch. You'll suffer Yahweh's wrath, bitch. You'll be behind bars with no more freedom, bitch. Getting paid to hurt others, lying, bitch. You suffer now. All one continuous sentence, okay? That I was just, I mean, these people exist. These people vote. These people are probably walking by you at the grocery store, okay? Speaking of, gold mines that I've found on here, I have to show you this guy. Hey guys, I figured this would be a great spot to stop for a second. So I'm recording the audio to this over a couple days. So I have kids, and it's hard for me to tell them like, hey, give dad an hour to go record audio for this video that he made about these insane people at Facebook. So yeah, just too many questions, and I don't want to introduce them to this level of crazy yet. So yeah, one thing, so if the audio's weird throughout it, that's why. But one thing I noticed while I rewatched what I've recorded up till now, and one thing I forgot to mention is that this was over the course of like 2 mornings. Like the first morning I found this Nathan guy, made it up to a certain point, and then was like, okay, that's enough. And then another morning, again on the toilet, that's where I discovered the mentally ill My Little Pony connection group, which I can't even believe is a thing I am even saying. But so yeah, so over the course of like 2 mornings is where I found all this. This wasn't like a highly researched discovery. That's why I said it's like a rabbit hole that I was going down, because it just was so like, and another thing that made it more like a rabbit hole is like each person that I'm introducing to you guys is like that one comment or that one like on a video or on some crazy thing they've posted. That's the one person I follow to the next person. So it's like a chain reaction of crazy that I'm following. I don't think I really stress that enough in leading up to now. But yes, if you're with me so far, great. A little bit more, and then and then yeah, do with it what you will. But thank you for watching this so far. And welcome back. So yes, this is a guy I found when I went back to the Gangstalking and Targeted Individuals group. And let me just say, man, this is the best thing that could have ever came out of this whole snooping thing I've been doing, this whole rabbit hole, because I just look at that. That is just, I mean, I just love it. I just love it so much. It's just the greatest thing I've ever seen. But all that. So another little. This guy brought me on a little side quest. So I noticed he only had 5 friends. He's obviously a joke account, right? But with a name like Mustang Eagle Flag, I mean, geez, that is just great. I thought he'd have more friends. So I clicked on that, and I clicked on his friends. Like 4 of them were like random Middle Eastern guys or something like that. And then I saw this guy here, right? Okay, normal enough looking dude, maybe from the Philippines or something. And then literally the next picture, like, so that one was posted on January 27th. The next one on January 28th is this. He's a girl, which, more power to you if you're a trans person or cross-dress or whatever. But it just added to the confusion of like, dude, what is going on? Like, who are these people? So that was just an interesting little side note. But then, okay, so I went back to, these groups that I found, right? So I went back to the My Little Ponies one, and this person goes on about these religious, zealots, and goes. I won't read it all, but he says, God is love and there ain't no room for discussion on this being a spiritual warfare. This is a government-funded high-tech neighborhood watch. I'm fucking sane as anyone is allowed to be. I spent 28 years in prison sleeping next to Pablo Escobar's hitman, and I know bullshit when I see it. P.S. Why have they not hit me, of all people, with V2K? Starting to wonder, they have to hate me as much as they can hate any to any TI, targeted individual, because I'm not falling for any of their bullshit. So, and again, one comment. So that's where like I would click on the one comment, see who commented it, and then follow their crazy ass, right? And so, there's that V2K thing again, right? So maybe I'll get into that. V2K stands for voice to skull technology, right? And so they think that there's this technology out there that they'll send microwaves to your head, and you'll either hear a voice, or they can even control your brain and like take over your body, I guess. But yeah, they pretty much, it says here that they're gonna claims that advanced technology that transmit voices directly into a person's mind, sometimes also referred to as synthetic telepathy, or even grouped as Havana syndrome, which I don't even know what that means. But I just thought, it's interesting that, so that's what these people are thinking is happening to them, right? Is that they're getting beamed with these V2K. So then here's the next little part about stimulating the auditory nerve, and that, electromagnetic waves, potentially microwave or radio frequency waves, are used to stimulate the auditory nerve, enabling the brain to perceive these sounds as voices or other audio without any external device involved. And then remote neural monitoring, that this involves monitoring that potentially manipulates the brain activity using advanced technology. This might include extracting an individual's unique brainwave frequency, using it to remotely lock onto and monitor their brain activity via satellite, and potentially influencing their thoughts or emotions. So, yeah, completely bonkers stuff, but that's what they think is controlling them. So that's part of this whole gang stalking, is that they're getting blasted with V2K beams. Here's a part explaining about targeted individuals, And then I thought this was interesting. Under legal support, there's attorneys that specialize in electronic harassment and civil rights violations. They can offer legal advice and potentially assist those who believe they are targeted by V2K technology. So imagine you're a lawyer that specializes in dealing with these crazy people, and like you make your whole living off of arguing and trying to prove that your clients are being harassed and gang stalked and shot with microwave beams, and like that's your whole niche as a lawyer, is dealing with these crazy. So again, there's a market for everybody, but I just thought that was interesting. Here's another post, probably from that one comment that I clicked on, and going to the next person. I'm posting this because I'm officially afraid for my life and the lives of my family. My harassers from Pasquotank County Law Enforcement and Forsyth County Law Enforcement in North Carolina are telling me via artificial telepathy that I'm going to lose my life today. I've made many reports and grievances concerning the past year of this and can only keep posting on here or YouTube because I've filed all I can against these institutions. I'm posting this in case something happens to myself or my family. They have been giving me info on something they are trying to frame me for, and I'm innocent. This is not a joke anymore. If I lose my life over this, I want people to know what really happened. Please send thoughts and prayers. I need them. My family needs them. So, and then this person says they can help because they're a lifelong survivor. So, yeah, this is, I mean, I feel for these people. They think that, they're going to die. That's how bad it is, right? And that these, that they're getting, manipulated. And, here's another person that I clicked on, this Valnez person. And again, look at just the image of the Facebook profiles is weird, right? And the evil can no longer exist. So these are the people that are, part of these groups. So now I just wanted to briefly go into this person. So yeah, this was, again, another like that I clicked on brought me to this person that then brought me. So then I started reading what she was posting. Here's a post. WTF, nonstop harassment once I get on my phones. Devil be gone. Rapture out already. One like. Why the fuck are you trying to kill me? I cannot die. Angel face. Here's about the cartel head devil. You don't have the power to dim or destroy my light. I'll keep shining bright in your darkness, dark light. Pedophile King Fernando Martinez Bishop Sr. ain't scared of death or pain. You will never bully or torture me. Just wackadoo. Oh, here's the next one. I have 4 cartel pedophiles hacked into my Facebook. I don't use Messenger. If someone is chatting you, it's these cartel. MS-13 mob is initiating flying monkeys into their mob gang to take over the world. They're signing up people in Tuba County, Arizona. And again, one like. So I click on that one like, brought me to the next person, right? And so here's this person, Christina Marie, and it's survivor of MK Ultra, human experiment by Redstone, Lockheed Martin, CIA, Black Ops. So this is another person that is involved in these kind of MK Ultra style mind games or mind control. And she's posting, trying to get in my face all day is no longer going to oppress me. Trying to use manipulation tactics to oppress me all day, no longer working. Threatening me with a car wreck or hitting me with a car while walking is no longer working. Trying to stop me from leaving my house is not working anymore. Being bullied to death. And then next one is, let's see here. Oh, was gunned down just to get tires for my car. Threatening to hold me at gunpoint. Under heavy attacks, I'm leaving the state. You don't want to do your job. I'll seek shelter elsewhere. So yeah, I was gunned down just to get tires. So she's getting shot at, threatening to hold me at gunpoint. Again, one person cares, one person, like, it's just fascinating to me that I doubt these people are getting gunned down for tires, but again, who am I to say that they're crazy, right? So then here's a guy I found under one of the comments or one of the likes. Fuck these people. I hope they burn in hell for. I hope they burn in hell. I hope the earth burns. They think that they can just do what they want and act like nothing is going to happen to them, destroying innocent people's lives nonstop, 24/7 torture. They do nothing but make me angry, and it's righteous anger. We shouldn't have to be treated like this. So that was one of the comments under something she posted, right? So I clicked on this guy's profile. I swear this is going to wrap up soon, okay? But just stay with me. So I clicked on this guy's profile, targeted individual, 24/7 illegal surveillance. MK Ultra. He's a digital creator, of course. They're all digital creators or authors or something like that. And then, so then I clicked on what is he posting. And he's sick and tired of being tortured 24/7 since 2017. The average person couldn't last this long. Just so much pain and suffering. What a cowardly act. Shake my head. And then, he's posting, they've been using this on the population for well over 50 years, and technology is not new. This is used for modern day slavery, remote control of the human body by criminals in secret societies employed by corrupt police, government agencies. So, there's a nano network that's putting chips in us and all that stuff. Culling the population from within, Illuminati gang. This is like all buzzwords, which makes me think maybe these guys are bots. Because listen to this sentence. Like, it's supposed to say culling, but it says ulling. Culling the population from within, Illuminati gang stalking homosexual cowards, all employed by local police, conduct remote torture of American citizens by satellite, infiltrate our families through government control system, and brainwash, cull them using non-consensual neurobiological weapon under the guise of NSA. They are committing genocide and treason, also violating the Nuremberg Code, the Geneva Convention. This is a silent holocaust from within by the government agencies, a controlled simulation, right? So again, just batshit great. No likes, no comments, just crazy ramblings. Here's one I thought was interesting. Why is it these voices sound like the last thing possible is for you to take them seriously? They all sound like they have gender identity problems. They're old as fuck or cartoon characters. Might even be sick. Anything for a paycheck, I guess. I cannot in good conscience take them seriously. Then smell you later is how it ends. But I just thought that was interesting that this person can't take the voices in their head seriously because it sounds too ridiculous. It sounds too cartoonish or old. Um, yeah, just that was kind of silly. So here's a guy, I just loved his Facebook profile pic, Ricky Bent, the anti-gang stalker. I mean, just look at that Facebook profile. Again, 3K following, he's a digital creator. And then this next guy, created an EMP jammer, which made, it looks like it's made out of like an electric toothbrush and some copper, or maybe a dildo. I don't know. But it's this kind of stuff that I'm kind of laughing at, but it does have like these kind of extreme paranoias have real ramifications where like I went back, there's a podcast I listened to, last podcast on the left, and they did a gang stalking series and talked about it. And when I re-listened to that episode, they brought up a good point about this guy that actually went to a naval yard and killed like 12 people because he was hearing these voices that he thought were being transmitted into his brain. And when he went to the naval yard, he like had this gun that had ELF on the side for extremely low frequencies. Like, so he had these delusions and, was struggling with, like dealing with it. And so took matters into his own hand and went and shot the people he thought were responsible. So all it's fun and games, and it's kind of, like, I guess, interesting to look at, but it has real ramifications, or it can, if somebody's delusions go far enough. And then especially if they have an echo chamber of people saying, yeah, I get this too. And yeah, we should do something about this, or this has to stop, or, it just, if you think you're the last samurai of this demonic takeover, it will probably lead people to do extreme stuff. So really that's the point of this whole video. I just thought it was interesting. I had to stop myself at a certain point because I just kept clicking on more and more profiles. And honestly, I could probably spend an hour on just showing you these crazy people. But I guess, yeah, that's it. I hope you learned something. I know I did. I don't know what exactly that I learned, but I know I learned something. So let's just take one more second and just look at this guy's profile again. I mean, just look at that. If nothing else, you learn that this exists, okay? And that just should that should just mean all the difference is that we now know Mustang Eagle Flag is out there, huff and paint, and just part of this gang stalking group. And maybe he's in the My Little Pony one too. I don't know. But anyways, take it easy, guys. Thanks for watching my crazy nonsense. And till next time, maybe I'll join one of these groups and I'll post an update. But that's it. All right. See you.